Alright, folks, and welcome back to another episode of our venture in the visual novel, If My Heart Had Wings. Last episode, we threw a retirement party, if you would, for Amane, being that she's going to graduate the current school year that she is enrolled because she is the super repeat student, and now it's to a point to where she's got to graduate because, obvious reasons, of course. So, they threw a special party for her in that regard, and it went pretty well. And on the last scene, Kotori was saying that she was reminded by something. But what was she reminded of? So with that, I think that's a good place to go about it. So, Amane, if you could do me a favor and load up just that last segment there. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. And I'll just repeat that last line for you.
あまねちゃん、いつもなんか書いてるよね。あれって何の設計図なの？
I'd say that's a valid question.
ああ、それ私も気になってた。
That was something that was on my mind as well.
グライダーだが？でももう完成してるじゃないですか。
Yeah, says Kotori. Amane wiped her mouth and stood up. She leaves the dining hall and comes back shortly after.
これか？
Amane lays out the aforementioned designs. It's a glider, but it's a different shape to our own. In relation to the body, the wings protrude from further forward.
何これ？翼の形が違う。他にも改良されてるわね。胴体の形は同じだけど、ほら、こことか。
Aga points out all the small differences one by one. There were a considerable number of these changes.
これは本当は作るはずだった機体なんだ。
Really?
本当は作るはずだった？
Amane nods.
さっき達也が言ってたけど、今の機体は旧ソアリング部の先輩方が自作したものだ。すごくよくできたいい機体だけれど、細部まで煮詰められてはいない。おそらく外国の有名な機体を真似て作ったせいだろう。機能を理解しないまま模倣した形跡がある。そこへ私なりに改良を加えてみた。
We all eagerly look at the designs. Even when I find the differences, I've got no idea how this is any better. But the old members used this aircraft to fly above the clouds, didn't they? They also took that photo. In which case, the design specs must be good enough, right?
当時の高校日誌によると、あの時のフライトは飛行機曳行だったらしい。
It's a launch method using a tow plane, not a winch, to pull the glider into the air, taking off together.
じゃあ、最初からかなりの高度まで上がれたわけか。
Amane nods.
しかし、我々に飛行機はない。私はウインチ曳行で少しでも高く飛べるよう設計の細部まで煮詰め直すことにしたんだ。
The result of which are these designs.
でも結局作らなかったのよね。
Kotori's question is answered by Anchan.
ボディに加工を加えているし、主翼を一から作り直す必要もある。これを実現しようと思ったら相当な時間と費用が必要になっただろう。
If they had been working on this from back then, Anchan would have been at the center of the production.
できなくはないだろうが、難しかっただろうな。
それに設計図はまだ完成していない。なかなかアイデアがまとまらないんだ。私はバカだからな。
If Amane can't do it, it would be impossible for anyone else to. Amane carelessly folded up the designs, put them on one side, and went back to eating.
シールが跳ねる。お姉ちゃんそれどっかやっといて。はーい。
Hibari moved the designs to a place where they wouldn't get dirty, while the rest of us continued the meal. After the meal, we went out into the garden to do some fireworks. Since the farewell party was planned in a hurry, there was a limit to what we'd be able to do. But I want to do fireworks with Amane, said Kotori, who isn't exactly our leader, but she decided it there and then. There were no objections. The rest of us also wanted to do fireworks with Amane.
面白いなこれ。色が変わった。ほら見て見て、あまねちゃん。おお、ほんとだ。いいな。私もそれやりたいぞ。
Amane is doing handheld fireworks with Kotori. They both seem to find these fireworks unusual and are enjoying themselves.
ぬるい。ここは一つうちらの流儀を見せておかないといけないわね。
Ageha getting fired up is carrying fountain-type fireworks that are normally placed on the ground, one in each hand. If you light them, then wave your arms around. You can chase after people, which is one of our... Don't do it.
なんでよ、返してよ。
We finally created a peaceful atmosphere, and you're not gonna mess it up.
葵のノリが悪くなった。
You're right, I'm not. I'm realistic.
あーちゃん、もう大きいんだから子供みたいな遊びはやめようよ。
Oh, get wrecked by your little sister. This is what an older sister being scolded by her younger sister looks like.
行くぞそれ
Shouted Matsusugu as he came running in from the side, lighting large numbers of mini pinwheels and throwing them around all over the place.
うわ
へへへどうだ
Aoi, hold yourself together, man. Don't sock him.
麻婆のアホ
You idiot! What are you going to do if someone gets burned?
ドキドキした。くー、許せない。そのバカ捕まえて。
へへここまでおいで
あ、逃げた。
Hold it right there.
誰が捕まるかっての
I hope this dude falls in like a lake or something. Or how about we just tell his girlfriend?
うわ
Hey, Anchan to the rescue. Matsusugu, running around like a little monkey, suddenly stopped in his tracks. In the blink of an eye, Anchan had grabbed him by the scruff of his neck.
あんちゃん
マーボー、ちょっとあっちで話をしようか。
Speaking kindly, Anchan took Matsusugu over to the shadows.
あのな、マーボー。楽しむのは大切なことだが、女の子を怖がらせちゃいけない。もう子供じゃないんだ。お前だって女の子に嫌われたくないだろ？
Of course he does. As long as he has his girlfriend, he don't care about any of the rest.
はいはいごめんなさい
ああ、あんちゃんを怒らせちゃった。
Yeah, he did. That's kind of a way I would respond too. You know, one way to really get a person's attention, though, when you're trying to get them to knock off something, is basically go after their ego. And Anchan did it in the most realistic of matters, so that's a little lesson there. He was doing the same thing you were planning to do, wasn't he?
みんな子供だよ。
That'd be true, Otaru. That'd be true. Kanako came carrying a tray into the garden.
どうぞ、シロップもありますからね。わあ、かき氷だ。練乳あるかな。私、いちごのやつ。はいはい、幼い幼い。ちゃんと全員の分あるから。
Thanks for going to all this trouble.
いいえ、いいんです。だって小鳥ちゃんがあんなに楽しそうなんですもの。
Hibari gets a little tearful. I guess that since I came to the dormitory, the only really thing she enjoyed was eating ice cream. At some point, the days where Kotori doesn't smile have become fewer. And she has fun every day. Not just Kotori, but the rest of us too.
みんな部活動のおかげなんですよね。
Yeah, maybe. There was something that we could all get into, and people who felt the same. Amane and Itsuka started it, and then myself and the others will continue it. But Amane won't be around for much longer.
お、かき氷か。俺はレモン味にするかな。
あんちゃん、俺も食っていい？
You think he's gonna tell him no?
反省したか？
Good question.
したよ。俺、女の子に嫌われたくない。
あんたそれどういう反省の仕方よ。
うっせ、お前だけは女とは認めね
なんだったかな。ったく、いちいち騒がしい連中ね。きーっときたー。冷たくて美味しいな。この不思議な青色が食欲をそそる。
Fireworks and shaved ice. As one of the memories of summer, nothing beats this. After eating the shaved ice, there were still some fireworks left. It looks like Ageha got Hotaru and Matsusugu to buy them, but it's kind of a problem because they don't know how much is too much. I go over to where Kotori and Ageha are to do some more handheld fireworks.
綺麗ね。私はもっとわーって派手な方が好きだけどな。
I like them both, but rather than getting really noisy and excited about it, I wanted to make the most of the last remnants of the summer. As I light the handheld firework, Anchan comes up beside me.
ハンちゃんもやる？この鉄砲型のやつとかどう？あ、それ私の最後にやろうと思ってたやつ。
いや、俺はいいよ。お前らが楽しんでるのをこうやって眺めてるだけで十分だ。
Like the big brother he is. Everyone looked at him like they didn't really understand what he meant. Anchan sat down next to me and looked over at Amane, who was also doing fireworks a little further away. Amane was doing sparklers with Matsusugu and Hotaru.
なんだか可愛いな、この花火は。
線香花火は最後にやるもんだろ。
いいの、好きなんだもん。うん、私もだ。
チェ、女ってこういうの好きだよな。
Anchan, watching over them, had a kind yet sad look in his eyes. Hey, Anchan.
Hmm?
Where did Itsuga go? As I ask, Kotori and Aga raise their heads.
どうしてそんなこと聞くんだ？
Anchan must realize that it's been on all our minds. But despite that, that's how he answered. Amane told us that she went away somewhere. Well, I don't know. I don't know where she went. That's what Amane said earlier today when I asked her at Windmill Hill. Amane continued to build the glider because she wanted to know why Itsuka was so obsessed with it. She might understand it if she passes through the passage of clouds, is what she said. Hey, Anchan, why did Iska go away? Or rather all of us, had predicted the same answer. That she had died in an accident. It was a terrible thing to think, and we didn't want to be right about it.
さあ、わからない。
You don't know?
事故があったんでしょ？
Anchan's face seemed to say, How do you know about that?
ああ、そうだ。いつかはその事故に巻き込まれたらしい。
じゃあ、やっぱり。
In response to Kotori's murmuring, Anchan lowers his head like he can't say anything.
あれは夏休みの間に起こった出来事だった。あの時、天音も俺も風ヶ浦にはいなかったんだ。事故があったことは壊れた機体を見れば明らかだった。けど、そこで何があったかは結局教えられず、いつかは二度と戻ってこなかった。
So she really did die after all? However, it seems that Anchan has another explanation.
もしその事故でイスカが死んだのなら、もっと大きな問題になっていたはずだ。しかし、学校側は事故をもみ消し、なかったことにした。以来、その話はタブーとなった。
探さなかったの？
探そうとしたさ。けど、イスカは寮生で一人暮らし。実家がどこにあるか誰も知らなかった。
トビウオ荘のオーナーさんなら知っていたんじゃ。
教えてはもらえなかった。どうやら口止めされていたらしい。
But then Amane also.
ああ、あいつも俺と同じでイスカがどうなったのか知らないはずだ。アマネはイスカがいなくなった後もグライダー製作を続けた。まるでそうすることでイスカが戻ってくるって信じてるみたいに。
あんちゃんも続けてたんでしょ？
Anchan shook his head. That meant he was saying no.
イスカがいなくなった後、アマネは変わった。人を寄せつけなくなった。
あのアマネちゃんが？
We looked at each other like we couldn't believe it.
それ以来、俺はアマネと疎遠になっていった。気には留めていたんだがな。誰もいないガレージで孤独に浸るあいつを見ているのが辛かった。それに何より、突然イスカを失って、俺もかなり参ってた。
I didn't know what to say. Amane continuing to work on the glider all alone in that big garage. Anchan hurt deeply from losing someone. I didn't want to imagine either of them like that.
私たちが出会った時、アマネちゃんはすぐに私たちを受け入れてくれたわ。でも部員を入れることには積極的じゃなかったわ。
The thing that made her become more positive was Kotori bringing the photo and Iska's flight log.
歳月が傷を癒して、アマネの堅くなさも評価していったんだろう。けど、あいつがあんなに楽しそうにしてるのは葵たちのおかげだと思う。
また色が変わった。面白いな。綺麗ですね。
An innocent smile lit up Amane's face as she watched the little sparks crackling and popping. The rainbow-colored lights reflected in her eyes as she watched earnestly, like a little kid. Amane found little mysteries in each of the little sparks, and her curiosity made her heart flutter.
なあ、誰のが一番長いか競争しようぜ。
いいよ。おお、面白そうだな。やろうやろう。
Anchan watched over her with a kind look in his eyes, but it was like he was looking at something far, far away.
俺は自分のことで手一杯で、友達だったあいつに何もしてやれなかった。都合のいい話だが、お前たちがあいつと出会ってくれたことに心から感謝してる。
Anchan. We'll continue to be with her. Anchan shook his head.
俺はとっくに引退した身だ。OB として手伝えることがあれば手を貸すよ。引退までの間、Amaneのこと頼む。
Nagaha, Kotori, and I all nod silently at Anchan's request. Anchan's phone starts ringing.
悪い。もしもし、達也です。はい。はい。本当っすか、吉沢さん。わかりました。明日の朝一番で取りに行きます。
Anchan grins as he ends the call. What is it?
喜べ、お前ら!
Hmm? When he told us, we suddenly became about twice as excited. Then...
Amane senpai!
Tomorrow, the winches!
ウインチ、戻ってくるって!
I had a sense that's what it was. As we tell her, Amane tilts her head and looks at us dubiously.
つまり
We can start testing again from tomorrow. We forgot all the last remnants of summer. We were already thinking about the next day. And with that, folks, I'd say this is a good spot to cut it because I'm not sure exactly how close we're going to get from this point at the next spot. So we are going to cut it at this point. But that was an interesting episode there. Getting a little bit more of the back history between Anchan and the rest. So definitely something to look forward in that regard. But hey, this was a great episode, and I'd say it's definitely was worth it. And if you like what you saw today, maybe if you could just leave me a like. And if you definitely want to see more, I would say maybe consider subscribing. And just a heads up, this weekend, I am actually going to be hosting a game night session for another Discord server. So the Discord server is One-chan's bedroom. So it's basically a public figure who tends to be like a big sister to folks. Who goes by, of course, One-chan, and she has a Facebook page called I Am Your One-chan. So if you want to come and check us out, that'll be on Saturday at noon. And that is Pacific Daylight Time. So that's in the Pacific Time Zone, pretty much on the west side, such as Oregon, California, you know, all those particular states on the West Coast. So again, Saturday at noon, and that'll be One-chan's Bedroom's Discord game night. It's a time where we all just get together and we play a variety of games that are online that all of us will be able to play. It's been mostly the Jackbox games, but we play a few other games, Cards Against Humanity, Town of Salem, and I might even be introducing some new games such as Overcooked, and I think there was one more. I forget what it was. But anyways, if you want to come check it out, we'll be glad to have you. I will be hosting that in particular. So what I do by hosting it is I take care of all the technical aspects of it and give everyone information as far as what they need to do with their equipment to make everything run fairly smoothly. So yeah, if you want to come check it out, I encourage it. So thanks again for stopping by to check out this video. And until next time, happy mixing, everyone.